my 3 favorite homes in all of Pittsford under $500,000. The nice thing about all these is one thing. Number one, they have a nice days on market, meaning that you can potentially get a discount. So if any of these interest you, you know our number, you know what to do. Give us a call, shoot us a text, and let's take it from there. Let's look at these homes now. All right, sweet. So as you can obviously see, all of these homes are in very close proximity to one another, right? So you've got this one over here on Mendon Road. Both of these are closer to the YMCA. This one's close to Stone Road, but you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's look at least expensive to most expensive, starting with Prospect Hill. Now, this is a really nice property for, well, a few reasons. Welcome my feedback. No, thank you. No feedback from me. For a few reasons, right? So number one, it's 2,100 square feet, which is super nice. Number two, it's got heated floors. And number three, everything is new. So when I say everything, I mean everything is new. So it's super cool right there. Looking at the actual home, there's a few things that really stand out, but let's take a look at it first and foremost, and then I'll talk about what I think is cool afterwards. Look at that pool. Nice kitchen. Beautiful kitchen there. You know what's kind of interesting is we actually just helped a client of ours move from the inner city. They've got kids, and essentially the conversation was, hey, like I never thought that I'd be able to afford a home in Pittsford and even look at one. It was a super long mortgage process. You know, like it took us almost 2 months because we had some issues with credit. And then next thing you know, the husband's job, there's some issues with paperwork and things of that nature. So it was not the most fun, but you know, we still got it done. I think that's what matters the most, right? Because like, they were crying and stuff, and it was just really emotional because I felt like this is what it's all about for me. Like this is why I do what I do. Maybe some of you guys can relate. Maybe it's not a story that you're like, I don't know why you're telling me that, but you know, I know there's a lot of people out there now. They're like, am I ever going to be able to afford a home? Am I ever going to be able to buy something? And I think for the mass majority of us, you know, especially my generation, it's a pretty prevalent question. So I want to let you know there is hope. There's always ways around some things. I mean, you know, that's the most creative part about it, right? Look at this. This is nice. It's a, you know, nice finish, not finished us, but level. I like the wood finishes in the back and the fireplace. But there's always something, you know, like I'm not a fan of this coloring personally. I think it just stands out too much. But I do like the bed frame. The bed frame. Dun dun dun. I remember so I'm 6'4", 250 right now. Right? I'm bulking, part-time bodybuilder. And I like these. These are good finishes right there. The gold hinges. And my sister used to live with us. I jumped on her bed. I was like, Kimbo! I jumped on her bed because I had my siblings there and stuff. And her bed frame shattered. Like shattered completely. The entire bed just went down under. And she screamed at me, and I was like, that's what that bed frame reminds me of. That's why I said that story. You know, looking at the house here, there's definitely a few things that make it super unique. Yeah, I like this right here. This design, I think, not design, but this section is really cool in my personal opinion because that's kind of what we have too. I like the water. I like the flow. The pool is awesome. I'm not sure if it's heated or not, but that's the house. You know? Solar panel roofs. I mean, you have to have that nowadays. But the other thing that's really cool, in my personal opinion, is the fact that this is fenced because, I mean, when you have, you know, pets and things of that nature, and this has happened far too often, your pets roam around, they don't know what they're doing. Next thing you know, they jump into the pool and you have to dive in to save them. I'm not speaking from personal experience, maybe a little bit, but it's important, right? So that's the house overall. I like the landscape of things. I love how you have this covered pool section, but you've also got this garden section over here with the shed, right? The one caveat to all this, it's going to take an arm and a leg to obviously mow the lawn, but it's relaxing to some people. I love the finishes here. Like personally, I love the stone finishes. I love the marbles, the granite countertops, the stainless steel appliances, you know, like all those things are super duper cool. And this was obviously just revamped. You can tell from the coloring. This is a really modern color. So this was revamped. Everything was redone. The stones look really cool. It's a split level. I like split levels personally because it's so much easier than having to go through Colonial and walk 30 feet up. In terms of location, you got French Road right here. You got Monroe Ave, the Pittsford Dental, and this is a really like hip hoppity place, if I can even call it that. Because we talk about this location a lot. Hastings Circle, Farmington Lane, these are a ton of new builds that are happening over here. But I mean, it's just a really good spot because you've got Sutherland close by, you've got the YMCA on Clover, right? And then as you start moving things around, you've also got the Erie Canal. So yeah, there's not Erie, excuse me, what am I talking about? There's the Erie Canal Heritage Trail. I didn't mean to say that. I'm so tired today, guys. I've had like 40 showings. But then you've got Naz, and then you've got Fisher, and then as you just come this way, you've also got Pittsburgh State, which right there, the library, you know what I mean? And you get the best bread over here. So that's that area. Let's look at the other homes as well, because obviously we've got two more to look at. This was $469. This is $475. I like this one a lot because there's a few things that are, I guess, are dichotomous to the other one, if I can use big words. Number one, so it's smaller in square feet, but it's also bigger. Excuse me, it's smaller in square feet, but it costs more, which is interesting. So there's a spacious master bedroom with floor-to-ceiling, I can't speak, casement windows. It's a double vanity in the master bedroom. It was built in 1986 with $275 a month in HOA fee. It's close to the YMCA, the Erie Canal Trail. Yeah. Let's take a look at this home. I love the stone hinges there. Someone was trying to look good. The one thing that does upset me, and this is just personal preference, is like, guys, why are we shooting this with an iPhone? Like, spend the extra $100. And for the agents that are like, oh my God, it doesn't sell houses, like, you don't know what you're talking about. It does. The quality matters. Like, the quality in picture matters. Like, what is this picture? Like, I'm showing this house because I like this house and because my assistant thought it was a good house to show you guys. But man, oh man, this is a pet peeve of mine. Like, this is a $500,000 property and we're using iPhone quality? Come on, gang. Really? Really? But at the same time, like, this is a really nice house, right? So, this design's really good. Dang, I'm so upset right now. But the other thing too for buyers is like when agents do use low quality photography, it means you have a better chance of purchasing the property, right? Because I'm going to look at the date on market in a second, but less buyers are likely to purchase it. And I'll give you a great story. I was able to get one of my clients $80,000 off list price in a home. I know you're like, $80,000, holy crap. And that's because the photography was terrible. There's horrible pictures. And because of that, no one took a look at it, But look at the vanity mirrors here. You've got these stone tiles that are finished up. You've also got this walk-in closet from the master bedroom. Sorry. You guys are seeing a lot more of my personality today than anything else. This is nice though. I am a fan of the blue. I wasn't a fan of the yellow, but I am a fan of the blue here. It's a nice house. Like, oh, it's just not encapsulated very well. This is not a finished basement, but it can be turned into one. All you got to do is insulate the walls and then just add, structure and beams behind it. Did I sell a house in this area? I think I did. I'm like 90% sure now. Bridgewater Court, 2 years ago. West Block, Jefferson Road. I think I did. I'm not pretty sure. I gotta look it up. I'm 95% sure. But from a location standpoint, right? All you gotta do is go Jefferson, boom, Pittsford, Sutherland. So if you have kids, it's right there. Also, the YMCA. It's right there. From a proximity standpoint, you've got this house here. The other one is going to be a little bit further out, so you just got to go Clover North. and then get right there. But the other thing about this property that I really love, and this is from the Pittsford video, I'll put the link here somewhere. But if we go right here next to Church Street and then we go to State Street as well, you've got this area, which is the village of Pittsford, right? I'm a massive fan. I've talked about going from Nazareth. I went to Fisher. I dropped out of Fisher. Going from Fisher to right here. And then obviously just, hanging out with the crew, grabbing some bread. It was great. Right there, they've got some bread. So from a location standpoint, all you got to do is take Jefferson and you're right there. It's super cool. It's not too far. In terms of Rochester, the city of Rochester, I'm guessing, you take Jefferson, go 390 north, you can go 590 east, and then just get right there. It's kind of convoluted because there's no straight path to it, to the inner city of Rochester. 390 tends to get a little wonky, but besides that, it is just there. $475,000, $500,000 house, and you get into professional property. But it's a nice house. I think I know why my assistant sent it to me, just because she knows it pisses me off. So. But this one is using professional photography. It's 4,000 square feet, 5 days on the market, and a few things about this house that I really, really like. So first and foremost, it's close to everything. Universities, hospitals, highways, experts. What? It's like being on vacation, apparently. So that's super. And then you can see it was built in 1961 as well, right? But it's a nice house. Let's take a look at it. I love the design. I'm actually a fan of this kind of thing. Nice wood finishes. Look at that. It's a nice kitchen. It's an elongated kitchen. I think that's the best way to put it. It is an elongated kitchen. Nice bedroom. Oh, that's a kid's bedroom. You can tell. That's smart. I like that. It's creative. Piano. But my message is this, guys, is don't lose hope. Seriously, do not lose hope. I'm an immigrant. I came here in 2008 with my family. I didn't ever think that we were going to be able to buy a house, but here we are. And if we can do it, you can do it. There's definitely ways around it. The fact that this has an indoor pool, it's freaking dope. Yeah, don't lose hope. And I think that's where, look at it again, I think that's where the extra 1,000 or so square feet is in that pool area. But it is a nice house though, what's interesting is for us, as an organization, we have a lot of relocation clients, right? So that's kind of what we do, our specialty. One of our specialties is relocation. And one of the things, because we have a lot of clients that are coming here from Seattle's a really big one for whatever reason. And then Seattle's really big. California, Orange County is really big because they're hey, I still want something super cool, but I don't want to be in Cali. I'd rather be in New York, which is, hey, to each their own. And they said essentially, they're hey, this is nothing in Cali. A $500,000 price point is nothing in California. As a matter of fact, you're not getting jack crap $500,000 in California. So they're a lot more open to the price point than anything else, right? Compared to someone that's living in the city of Rochester. And what's interesting too is a lot of these bedrooms, we helped a client of ours that were Indian couple and they loved the extra square footage. They wouldn't even look at these two. This is what they look at, 4,000 square feet. And I was wondering, I was hey, listen, Jazz, you guys it's just you, and your husband, why do you need all this space? And essentially the conversation was hey, we have so many family members, and we don't want them to stay in hotel rooms ever. We don't want them to stay in hotel rooms ever. And I'm I get it. So I think we think of owning properties in a very like horizontal sense of like, I'm going to live here, I'm going to sleep here, I'm going to eat here, kind of thing. But when you think about it, like it's a change in life, it's a change in equity, it's a change in heritage, it's just change in culture, it's a change in school for the kids. So there's a lot of like really cool things about it. And I think that's why I got into real estate. It's just, I love the fact that we're doing more than just helping people buy and sell homes. These are the three. You guys know what to do. If any of these are interesting to you, if you want me to look at any other neighborhoods, leave it in the description below. I've amassed what seems to be like 100 true loyal people that keep watching my content. So thank you for being here. When I first started this, I was like, no one's going to watch me. So I appreciate you. Watch this video over here to learn about the maps in Pittsford. See ya.